Hello, Leo. This is going to be your what to expect for 2026. If this resonates with you, make sure you check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to get a more well rounded reading. And let's get into it. So, the overall energy for 2026 is going to be the Chariot. This is a very successful energy. This is coming into alignment. This is really trying to navigate and read between the lines and really come forward. This is also the Emperor, this divine masculine energy coming forward to take the lead and take control and take authority of your life and balance things out. So it's going to be very beneficial for you, Leo. However, in January, it does feel like you're kind of at this depressive kind of sadness, feeling like you've missed out or that your situations are not working out. You may be very emotional at this time. You definitely are overthinking a lot and in your emotions. However, what you don't see is there's two cups here that represents the energy that you do not see. When I see this card, I feel like this is a 3D and this is kind of like what we see externally, and this is the 5D working in favor for us in order to really balance out this energy. The Two of Cups is a very balanced energy. And in February, it's definitely balancing out because you do have the Sun card, which I had the Page of Cups. I was not going to pull double cards for this. I will do that in the extended. However, I did have the Page of Cups come out with this, so this is a very creative and intuitive energy becoming more positive for the future here in February and balancing out these energies. With the Page of Cups, it's more so, it could be a message of love, but it's more so balancing out that energy, letting it flow, and being more emotionally open than you were in the past. And that's really shining through with this positivity through the Sun card and your Leo card. Sun and Strength are Leo cards. A new cycle starting in March. It's closing out all of these loose ends that you've been putting to the side and honestly working through for quite some time. However, good luck is around the corner. This is such a beautiful energy with the Chariot being your overall energy. This is really learning how to balance and close cycles when needed, and that's definitely coming in here. Now, this doesn't mean that whatever you have been planning or whatever you're doing is ending. It's actually a transformative period for this. And April is going to be all about balancing and having faith and harmonizing your life, those emotions and that intuition, using that to propel you and really move forward through logic and practicality while also regaining balance with those emotions and allowing them to kind of guide you through the next season of your life. Okay, so May, we're coming back into ourselves, finding that strength, finding that inner confidence that we need to move forward, that courage, no longer letting that fear hold us back and allowing ourselves to push forward. These months through especially February and all the way up until May, are going to be so beneficial for balancing out these energies and allowing you to focus on what your true potential and purpose is. However, for June, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which is very awesome. I had to keep these two cards because this is definitely your hard work paying off and something in the material world manifesting for you in just the perfect time. A new idea, a new inspiration, something in the material world that can benefit you financially. Which then in turn leads to July. The Three of Wands is all about planning growth and waiting for your ships to come in, knowing something is here and on the way for you in July and manifesting for you. I know everyone loves the Tower card. They just love seeing it come in, right? But this is all about change. This is letting go of old cycles and toxic patterns and allowing yourself to let go of this old foundation in order to build something new. And again, breaking these toxic cycles in September, really leading yourself into a clean slate and letting go of old belief systems and allowing yourself to open up to new opportunities. Therefore, in October, once this rolls around, you'll have the foundation and the information that you need for this new opportunity and this new lifestyle for this new cycle. And in order to embrace this new cycle, it's important for you to take into consideration where you've been, what you've went through, and how you can learn from that and also avoid making the same mistakes. But being open to new opportunity and knowing that not everything is going to lead to sabotage and also just gaining information before you take the leap into something. And by November, you're really going to be leaving these burdens behind you, starting a new chapter. And it may be a little bit emotionally draining at this time in November, but it does feel like it's going to balance out. And you have, developed these coping mechanisms in order to balance and be more positive and take those leaps in order to no longer fear. And it's really just overcoming those fears of rejection, abandonment, worrying that you're going to fail, that kind of thing. So it's really important to know that this hardship is over and you are learning through all of this turmoil. And there's highs and lows this year, as always. But in December, it does feel like you are about to take a new leap of faith, starting to become more comfortable with just going with the flow, allowing what needs to be let go of fall, and allowing yourself to really come into this free spirit and taking this leap, becoming a little bit more naive and allowing things to work out for you the way that it's meant to. And last but not least, you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is so interesting because here in the middle of the year, you have the Eight of Pentacles again, which is the Seven and the Ace of Pentacles, where you are reaping rewards. Now this is paying off. Now this is like coming into fruition. You're actively working on this. This is something that's incorporated in your life. You are actively working on something. So this is so awesome that this is the Eight of Pentacles and you have eight here. So that's abundance, karma, dharma, and your finances. So beneficial for you. Not to mention, you have the Star card on the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So you're being very logical, practical, allowing your emotions to flow through you, allowing yourself to be able to alchemize these emotions into something passionate and worth fulfilling and just overall emotionally fulfilled in yourself by the end of this year. So that's super good. I'm super happy for you. And I really wish you guys the best year.